Good morning, everybody. Rick here. Today is Wednesday, April 25th. Time is 8:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we are getting a torrential downpour here, and they have canceled garden lab class today. So looks like I will be free for the morning. So I don't think I've traded a Wednesday in a long time. So I think we'll give it a shot this morning. Let's take a look, see what's going on. Oh, we're testing low of the day, and it's actually broke below that. So, what are we looking at? Yesterday's value area low is amongst here, right in this I zone, 67.13. And we still have a ways to go down for the oversold area, so there's a good chance we're going to push on down into this area here. Let's see what's going on the footprint. Okay. Yeah, look like we're going to keep on pushing down for a little bit. I think EIAs today. I haven't checked the chart or the calendar yet. We'll hear in just a minute, and I'll check tanker trackers as well, see if we can get some type of an idea what could possibly happen today. So look like we have some type of reversal sequence building up here. 44, 34, 24. That would put it in the I zone area. Let's just kind of see what happens here, though. All right, guys, not in the trade yet, so we're just gonna watch and kind of see what happens and see if we can run it on into inventories. All right, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, probably one more good jolt down or put it into the oversold area. I really don't like this print for reversal sequence, but it's starting to line up in a decent area, getting right up into here. Small area of support right here of 67.35 off of the level 2. And then looking at my my dome, yeah, look like 35 is an area of support, so we'll see if that actually gets on down in there. And we'll see if something else forms here on this bar, which would be more ideal. Ideally, I'd like a push on down, probably here to the 67.11, 67.13, 14, somewhere in this area. But look like we can possibly change at any time now as well, so we'll see. All right, I'm gonna go look at the calendar and spend some time on tanker trackers and see what happens there. I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, just looked at tanker trackers and forecasters today. So tanker trackers pretty much has it as a draw, so this can go either way. So we will utilize our footprint on this and trade it normally. And ideally, with the spring and summer months coming up, oil demand tends to go up. And with the big old rise that's been going on here, especially a couple days ago. So I see that as up. That was a pullback almost 100%. And I think we're most likely going to be shooting up again today. So, preliminary thoughts, but we'll let the footprint tell that one there. So I'm trying to get into this trade long, and then we'll see if we can make that happen. All right, I'll be back shortly. Okay, I went ahead and pulled the trigger. 10 contracts long, 67.37. Right here, I'll look to pull half off at 47. Stop is sitting at 30 right now. Right here for a 7-tick stop. And Hopefully I didn't jump the gun, but we'll see. So, again, this isn't a very strong reversal sequence. In fact, it is pretty much a draw as far as bulls and bears on this bar. So, I think we can at least get 10 off though, so we'll see here. But I'm actually expecting a switch in direction somewhere within this I zone. If it is a draw for inventory, you just never know for EIA, so we'll see. Okay, guys, I'll be back. Okay, got half off here at 47. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my stop up a bit now to 30. See where I'm at in 37, 32. The stop's coming up to 32. So 5 contracts long, 67.37. Stops at 32 for a 5-tick stop, and I'll set a pill point for 57. 57. All right, so we'll see what happens here. All right, be back in a bit. Okay, got one off at 57 for 20 ticks right here, and that leaves me 4 contracts long, 67.37. Stop still sitting at 32, and I'm going to leave it there because I'm expecting some type of a pullback. Hopefully it doesn't come all the way down here. 37 still a bit tight right now. 35. Actually, I'm going to move it up a little bit to 34. It's going to be a 3-tick stop now. And next pill point is set at 67 for 30 ticks. Alright, I'll be back in just a bit. Alright, one off there at 67 for 30 ticks. 3 contracts long, 67, 37. I'm going to go ahead and move my stop to break even at this point. Let's see here. And next pill point at 77 for 40 ticks. Alright, be back in just a bit. Okay, one off at 77. I think, what is that, 40 ticks. Leaves me 2 contracts long, 67.37. Let's see here. Alright, I'll set a pill point for 87. That will be for 50 ticks. And hopefully we will be able to run this on into EIA. And if that is the case, if we're up here pretty decent, I may not set a take profit at the 100 tick mark. So this is way preliminary. And see how far we can actually push up. Alright guys, 2 contracts long, 67.37. Stop is at break even. And I'm going to move it up a little bit now to I think I got a question yesterday about how I adjust my stops. I'm typically looking for block orders. So if we're long here, I'm looking to hide behind a block of aggressive green, you know, such as over like in this area here. I would typically hide behind the bottom of it, which would be 56, but this isn't at the turn, so now at this point I'm looking for blocks. If there's nothing there, I'm adjusting based off of, in this case it would be support. So, and support would be these 2 bars right here, so which lines up perfectly with the high volume node. So I'll be moving my stop up to 45, and that will lock in 8 ticks. So that's what I'm going to do there. But I always like to hide behind the 8 moving average. So sometimes, like yesterday, that's not always the case. Depends on where my fill is, but this is a perfect fill in at 37, so I can actually do that and hide behind that. Now, when it comes to the very last contract, I tighten it the closer it gets to 100 ticks, because it would suck to give all that back, and I'll come above the moving average in, and typically just hide behind support areas. Like, you know, say this is a channel, this would be a support area at 55, and or aggressive block orders. You know, like this will be an aggressive block sale. So if I was short, I would hide behind here. So on and so forth. So not too difficult. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a bit. All right, one off at 87. That's for 50 ticks. So one contract left. I will leave my, no, I can move my stop up a little bit. Oh boy. All right, stop's coming on up to 57. That'll lock in 20 ticks, and I'm gonna go ahead and set a take profit for 68.37, but I may end up taking that off. We'll see how close we get to EIA, and if it's lingering around that area, I'll pull it off and probably end up turning it into a trailing stop or something like that. Okay, so 68.37. All right, one contract long, 67.37. Stop sitting at 57 to lock in 20 ticks. Final take profit at 68.37 for 100 ticks, and that one is pending. We'll see how close we can actually get. All right, I'll be back. All right, we're about 30 seconds till inventories. So stops, or one contract long, 67.37. Down here, stop sitting at 57. Got a take profit at 68.37, which is way up here. And I'm going to take that off now. And let's watch and see what happens. 68.37. Whoops. All right, I'm out. How quickly that moves. So, yeah, even with the draw, it was like a surplus, a small surplus. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things that happens here. So, anyway, profitable day, and live to trade another day. So, was started to approach overbought. Now starting to push down a bit. So look at all these contracts. Wow. 11,000 in less than 45 seconds. So, all right, guys, that's a wrap for me. Have a good one, and we'll see you later on this week, most likely. All right, bye.